Well, if you're looking for something a little more indoors to do this weekend, the Thin Air Festival is well underway. It's the Winnipeg International Writers Festival, and this year's feature books and authors are no disappointment. I met festival director Charlene Diehl at McNally Robinson at Grant Park Shopping Centre earlier today. Charlene Diehl, thanks for taking some time to speak with me today.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure.
So, big question. What is the Thin Air Festival?
The Thin Air Festival is basically a month-long book party. So we invite a bunch of writers, mostly from Canada, a few from other parts of the world, and they are all sharing brand new books. And it's our chance to read new things, meet new writers, and kind of connect readers and writers in new ways.
What are some of the highlights this year? What should people look forward to?
Well, we're standing here in McNally Robinson, which is our forever book-selling partner. And so we actually have several live events here over the next month, and we've already had a couple.
Okay.
So those are some of the highlights because we get to meet in person. We have a really amazing event at the Rady Jewish Community Center with Marcia Liederman, who is a writer for the Globe and Mail, a gorgeous Holocaust memoir. That's really going to be an amazing event. And then we have a lot of content online, which we kind of invented that as an option in 2020, you know, how do you run a festival when you can't gather? So yeah, we have we call it the destination website. So all of the invited writers have produced short videos, original videos for us there, pre-recorded, so you can just kind of go in there. It's like a labyrinth.
Where can people find that?
Stuff.
Where can people find that?
It's at thinairfestival.ca.
Okay. What's it like, I guess, having people back, having events in person again after, a few years?
Oh man, when we had our first one last year, I actually started to cry. It is very emotional. And the community of readers is actually it's a very tightly knit group. And we all really missed being able to just experience one another's company. And there's something about, I would say, people who don't know if they've, if a writers' festival is for them. I was like, did anyone read to you when you were a kid? Your parents, a teacher, and for almost everyone, that's kind of a very special feeling. And this is a lot like that. It's kind of for grown-ups.
What do you hope people take away from taking part in the events, from reading the books that you guys are featuring this year?
I hope people have a sense that ideas are constantly in circulation and that all of us participate in making what is our current moment in our current culture. The writers, I think of writers as being kind of like our canaries in the coal mine, and they kind of fly back and tell us kind of what's on our collective mind. And so coming to events, prowling through the website and kind of seeing what are writers writing about, whether it's novels or short stories or poetry or nonfiction or memoir. In a way, they're offering us a chance to experience other people's lives and thinking and just be in a swamp of ideas. It's very uplifting.
Is there a favorite this year that you think people should check out? If they can only check out, one or two things, what should they check out?
What is my favorite child? That's just no.
I know it's kind of a loaded question, but what if you could only take in one or two of these things? Is there something that you think they should?
Well, that's really hard for me because each of the events has its own sort of specialness.
Right.
But I think I would probably say, if you're new to this whole thing, my first recommend would just be to make your way into the website a little bit and just listen to these writers talk to you, because I think sometimes you just don't really know what to expect, and there you get a whole range of different voices that are all very individual, and they're mostly like 2 feet from the screen, so it's quite personal. That, and I guess on the flip side of that, I would say our closing event on October 18th is a celebration of Manitoba Book Award winners. So that's really about our community and the amazing writing and publishing that's happening right here in our home.
What are some of the notable names this year? You were mentioning one of them earlier, but is there a few that stand out to you?
Yeah, a few that I guess are getting quite a lot of attention right now. For instance, Joshua Whitehead, who's on the Giller long list. Joshua is from the Peguis First Nation and is now a prof at U of Calgary. I know him when he was an undergrad student, a brilliant guy and a beautiful, beautiful writer. Oh gee, Margaret Sweatman's new novel is The Gunsmith's Daughter. It's the feature of the Free Press Book Club on Monday. That's an online event. That's a really incredible book. Oh man, I would say, I can't even think of everybody. I think that Charlene Diehl is incredible. Ivan Bedak is newly arriving in Manitoba. Oh, there's
too
great
many
poets.
to mention.
Too many. All my children, all my children.
So once again, I guess before I let you go, if people want more information, if they want to find out more about the events or some of the books, the authors, where can they go?
Right, they go to thinairfestival.ca.
And how long is this running for?
It started on Tuesday the 20th and it runs through to October 18th.
Charlene, thanks for taking some time to speak with me today.
It's absolutely
really
my pleasure. Thank you.